Folks, we have just witnessed what might be the single greatest college football game of the decade. January 1st, 2026 will forever be etched in history as the day the Ole Miss Rebels did the impossible. They've stunned the world, taking down the heavily favored number 3 Georgia Bulldogs, 39-34, in a Sugar Bowl classic that came down to the absolute final seconds. This wasn't just a win. This was an earthquake that just rocked the college football playoff to its core. Let's set the scene. New Orleans, the Allstate Sugar Bowl. Ole Miss, the number 6 seed, an underdog written off by almost everyone, is trailing by 9 points at halftime. It looked like the Georgia machine was just too powerful. But something shifted in that locker room. The Rebels came out in the second half with a fire that could melt steel. They started clawing their way back, play by play, yard by yard, completely flipping the script. The fourth quarter was pure, uncut chaos. Ole Miss exploded for 20 points, refusing to back down, refusing to let their dream die. And at the heart of it all was a quarterback who just became a legend overnight. Trinidad Chambliss. This guy was absolutely surgical. He put on a master class, throwing for 362 yards and 2 crucial touchdowns. Every time the Rebels needed a big play, Chambliss delivered with ice in his veins. As West Poy said, he was accurate, and he played with the heart of a champion. This performance is already being talked about as one of the all-time great quarterback displays in a bowl game. But the story doesn't end there. It all came down to the final, nail-biting moments. With the clock bleeding away, just 6 seconds left, Ole Miss was down. The entire season, all the hopes and dreams of an entire state rested on the leg of their kicker, Lucas Carnedo. The kick. A monstrous 47. The pressure was astronomical. Imagine the silence in that stadium, the collective breath-holding of 70,000 people. Carneiro steps up and drills Italiano right through the uprights. The stadium erupted. Ole Miss takes the lead with just seconds to spare. It was pure, unadulterated pandemonium. And if that wasn't dramatic enough, on Georgia's desperate last-gasp kickoff return, a bizarre safety occurred, sealing the game and etching this 39-34 victory into the history books. This win is so much more than just a box score. It's a Cinderella story for the ages. Remember, this is a team that lost its head coach, Lane Kiffin, to a rival mid-season. They had to promote from within, and nobody gave them a chance. They were supposed to crumble. Instead, they became this tight-knit group of fighters, and now they've crashed the CFP, knocking out a perennial powerhouse in Georgia and denying them a shot at another national title. That's why the entire country is captivated. On social media, hashtags like #RebelsRise and #ChamblissMagic are exploding. Everyone is replaying that final kick, that final defensive stand. And let's talk about the man of the hour again, Trinidad Chambliss. His journey is the stuff of Hollywood movies. This isn't a 5-star recruit who was destined for this stage. This is a guy who started his career at a Division II school, Ferris State. He had to grind. He had to prove himself every single step of the way just to get a shot at this level. And now, he's the hero who just led Ole Miss to one of its biggest wins in program history. He went from a relative unknown to a national superstar in the span of 3 hours. It's one of the most inspiring, viral breakthrough stories we've seen in sports in years. The drama was even bubbling before the game, with everyone talking about how Chambliss had even spoken to his former coach Kiffin since he left for LSU. Well, I think his play on the field did all the talking he needed to do. So what's next for these giant killers? The dream isn't over. The Rebels now march on to the Fiesta Bowl, where they'll face the number 10 ranked Miami Hurricanes on January 8th. A win there puts them one step away from the national championship game. After what we just saw, would anyone dare to bet against them now? This Ole Miss team has proven that they have the talent, the grit, and the magic to beat anyone. Their season is now the most talked about story in sports, and we are all here for the ride. What a game, what a story. Unbelievable. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. If you love incredible sports stories like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video. Let me know in the comments what you thought of that insane finish. We'll see you next time.